You see that bag right there? Right in the background? It's right over there. Standing up, my head's kind of in the way, but that's the Attitude Supply ATD2. So let's talk about it. I am back on my BS. We talking about these backpacks once again. Shout out to Urban Cred who sent this backpack out to me, man. This is a brand new website, or at least it's new to me, where you got a curated shop of just great everyday carry and travel bags. They sent this bag out for me to check out. They didn't see the review before, they're seeing it now. But yeah, I just wanted to give them a quick shout out because I'm always looking for a place I can purchase a new bag and have a different stock of good options out there. But thanks again to them. Let's talk about this Attitude Supply ATD2, the smaller brother of the ATD1, right? This one right here is, I think, more designed for your everyday carry needs and travel if you have to, a minimal travel bag. And you're like, okay, you just said two different things there, George. You said it was an everyday carry bag, but it also said that it was a travel bag as well. Yes, it could do both. Yes, it could do both. All right. 18 liters to 31 liters. That's a wide gap between the two sizes right there. But yeah, this bag is meant to be like a Swiss Army knife, a jack of all trades right here. I think it's important. Like you guys already know, roll top bags aren't my favorite design, but there are a couple of them that I think are very impressive, right? So I want to pull one down from the shelf of backpacks back here. That one that I really do like is the Remote Equipment Alpha 31, and you can kind of see the size comparison there. You know, they have the same ability. They have the ability to expand out. I think this one's like around 22 liters or something like that, 20 liters, and then it can expand out to about 30 liters once you have the bag fully expanded. Kind of the same principle as this. We could do a little size comparison. I like doing size comparisons. The Alpha 31 over here is a little bit larger than the ATD2, but kind of the same concept, kind of in the same space, doing the same things. But this just go back up on the wall, right there, just sits there so lovely. And let's go back to this ATD2, and I'm gonna show you at first kind of the things that I like, the things that I really enjoy about this bag right here. It's gotta start off with the materials on this bag. I really like over the time, yeah, I was not the biggest fan at first of the Echo Pack material, but I'm kind of liking it now. It's kind of growing on me a little bit. So this is an Echo Pack 600D. It's really rugged, really rugged. It's got a nice stiff kind of feeling to it. It doesn't give you that crumple of a Dyneema or an X Pack. So it's a quieter fabric. It's nice, but it still shows through with the little X's that are ever so slightly. If you catch it right in the light, you get that little X pattern through it. So I definitely do like that. The capacity size, like the ability to expand this, bag out is kind of the claim to fame, right? And the dimensions fully extended, right? You undo this fidlock, really nice fidlock on the top, and then you can kind of unroll it. You get 25.5 inches of height right here in the front. And that's kind of like, the stat that I really want to talk about is the height. But I found like rolled down, this bag is a good size for most folks. So you just roll that down and then clip it, right? And there you go. I like the grab handles on this bag as well. So you got grab handles on every side of this bag. So if you want to use this as your personal item on, the flight, you could pull it down from the overhead, by using the top grab handle. Just nice nylon webbing, kind of padded up, and you even have one on the bottom of the bag. So you got a lot of control over this bag. The back panel, really, the thing that I like is the shoulder straps. I like the contour. It's kind of a dramatic contouring of the shoulder straps here. Comfort is great. if I was to give it a number, probably an 8. It's pretty damn good. I like the comfort of these shoulder straps. So those are the things that I like about this bag, you know? Let's get to the other things about this bag, all right? So the claim to fame is the expandability, and then it come with kind of a odd, to me, I hesitated kind of like talking about this. Like, do I like this? But do I not like it? And my final conclusion about this opening in the back is it's just alright. It's alright to me. Like the opening, because this bag is like the remote equipment in the back, right? It has a zipper, and then you kind of go into the main section this way, right? From the front. This bag, you go into the main section in the back. And what it does, like why I'm on the fence about it, because we're going to go right into this main section, is the volume side is the side facing down, and you pack the bag out kind of with the bag facing down. It's odd, you know, for me that, you know, have used probably at this point thousands of backpacks. This packs out strangely to me. It reminds me of like a camera bag, but with the camera bag, when you have the volume on this side, you usually have some structure to hold the bag up. So when you put your items inside, it's, you know, your volume is still there on this floppy side of the bag. With this bag, there is no structure. So when you're really loading a flat kind of sack on this side of the bag. I don't want to be too critical. I just want to tell you what my experience has been with this bag. But I'm going to show you what I have in here, and we can walk through it. I got a couple of these like ditty sack stuff, like, you know, gloves, snacks, rain jacket. All of that stuff is in there. And then I've kind of moved to these Maxpedition pouches. I want to hold them up close to the camera because they're such a good damn value. They're like 20 bucks. I don't make any money, but you can catch you know, the link in the description. And then I'll have my little camera insert from Green Room 136. I just love the size of this. This is why I carry this one. And it's a high vis color. So I have another one of those same pouches. I think they're called Morin pouches from Maxpedition. They're just mesh pouches, and they have 3 pockets in them. I think they're great. That's why I keep showing them to you. But you could see the volume here. Like I have the water bottle in, so you can see that like this kind of all compresses down, right? It compresses down. So when you're loading it, you don't really, like, I didn't really feel like I had the confidence of how much volume or gauge how much volume like I really had in this bag. I was just like, okay, let me try some stuff, right? Let me try some stuff. So I started sticking stuff in there, and it accepted it. It was just odd, like an odd feeling to load the bag up like that. Before I load it up, I want to show you this interior. I love this color brown interior. I should have put this in the love section, right? This interior fabric is a nice high quality fabric. I don't know if it's like a 210 or a 400, but it's nice. And I think that brown, always say that brown interior, it's like high visibility at the same time as it gives it a sense of like elegance, high quality feel, especially against a black bag. I like that. I like the color choices here. Black you never can go wrong with. And then this is another kind of strange thing, is like the laptop compartment on the lid side, right? And then you have a laptop and a tablet compartment. My tablet is recording the video right now, but I got my 15-inch Dell XPS right here, and this goes into this pocket. It says it's rated for up to a 15-inch laptop. You gotta kind of stretch it. It's a tight fit, so it definitely goes in there. It is suspended off the bottom, but when you know, kind of open the bag up, and if you're really, you know, this does give you quick access to your laptop really easily. So when you unzip, and you can just boom, where's my laptop right there. So that is kind of cool. And I'm gonna leave that laptop in there. And the tablet sleeve is the same thing. This is like a stretchy, like tweeve material right here. So I actually like that a lot. But interior, far as organization and pockets and stuff, you don't got too much. It's really these two pockets right here, and then this capacity space is just what it is. It's cavernous, not even really cavernous. It's a spot where you put your stuff at, right? So we'll load it back up, and you can kind of see how I have it. You load it out, and like why I say it, like what I'm saying, why I'm saying it, like I don't know. It just feels odd having the bag facing down. And then when you have the bag facing down, right, and you load it back up, say, hey, I want to get to my pen. Your admin section on the bag is in the front, so you have your admin section down. So you got to kind of flip the bag. Let's do it. Look, we got to flip the bag over. We'll zip it up. It's like I'm one of those guys that, when I come into the office or I come into the coffee shop or wherever I'm working out of, like I want to lay the bag down and make it really easy for me to work out of the bag. Now I got to zip this bag back up, or all my stuff will kind of fall out. And then I want to get to my pens. It's on this side of the bag. So I was facing down at first. So yeah, that's kind of like, I don't know about that. Before we get into like the admin section, they do have some nice branding right there. I like it. It's subtle. It's stitched in. Then you have this pocket on this side that goes in this way. Organizational admin section where you could put like your knives, your pens, your flashlights, that kind of stuff. There's actually 4 pen slots in here. I never carry 4 pens. So I really would have wished that this pocket would have had another place for like a knife or a flashlight, because I never carry, I don't know, y'all carrying 4 pens? I don't carry 4 pens. I would have wanted another space. This is admin section. It's 4 pen slots and then like a larger slot for a flashlight or a knife. And then you have 2 larger pockets behind there where you could stick in. That's where I have my knife, my Cold Steel American Lawman, that I always pull out, baby, because that's a nice knife. I always try to tell y'all that's a nice knife, but who knows? Hope y'all get to try it out. Then on the other side, there's a pocket, and I put like one of these like small little, this is a SoCal pouch. This has all my like breath mints, chapstick, all that kind of stuff. And it's big enough, the pocket on this side is big enough to fit this. Now the admin section itself in the organization, I think is really, it's sewn in well. Like the whole bag is done up really well, sewn in really well. I just probably would have made some tweaks about, the pin slots is one. And then I always kind of have an issue, like this is the bottom of the bag, is accessing that last spot, that last organizational slot down here, because my hand just doesn't want to fit down there. And this is like your quick access compartment. Like you don't really have any other places on this bag to quick access. Like, so you do have the water bottle pockets on the side where the water bottle just slipped out, but that was my fault because I turned the bag all crazy. But you have these water bottle pockets on the side, and they're made of that same like Tweevil. I always pause because I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but Tweevil material. They're great. I like the design of these. They're kind of low profile. They have a cutout where the dirt and the grime, kind of like an Evergoods bag, will kind of flow out of the bottom. So that's cool. So I was looking for a place to put my sunglasses. There's no place to put the sunglasses in this bag, or you could put your wallet in the front. I guess I would love a quick access pocket on the top of this bag or somewhere like on the side where I could put some different like things that I want to get to quickly. I'm kind of limited to this, and if it's not this, then you have water bottle pockets, which if you have water in them, you can't use those either. So got the little Yeti on this side of the bag, and yeah, the water bottle pockets are doing their job. The compression straps, multiple compression straps, and they're G-hooks, and they slide off. I don't like G-hooks because when they're not under compression, they have the tendency to slide off. And this bag, most times you're gonna be, carrying like at the 18-liter mark. Every once in a while you might load it up and get up to that 31 liter mark. But I don't need four. It's like 4 compression straps on this bag. I think it's just a little bit overkill. I think maybe 1 would have been fine. I got a couple more things to show you about this bag, right? It does have a luggage pass-through in the back, which I think is excellent, especially for a bag this size, because I think it's a great personal item size. That 18 liters is great, right? It could be even your one carry-on bag if you expand it out to 31 liters. The sternum strap, I understand why they put the sternum strap on there, especially if you expand the bag out. But at 18 liters, I didn't use it. It's easy enough to take it off, which I probably would do if I was, continue to use this bag. The hip, this is a hip strap, not a hip belt, right? Hip strap this is George's definitions. Hip strap is for movement, riding a bike. Hip belt is for load bearing. So this is a hip strap, and you can take it off. That's the best thing about this is you can take it off, because I'm not going to be using this hip strap. I don't ride bicycles to work, but commuters may use them, so they want that stabilization. So they got something for everyone, which is cool, very cool. The back panel is another thing that I'm not too hot on, because there's no airflow, there's no curvature to the bag. This is the regular 600D Echo Pack on the back of this bag. Yeah, it's not going to give you much ventilation. You're going to have the hot back. There is a water pass through, so those sleeves in the inside that I showed you, you can use those as a hydration. You can use these as hydration. Put your hydration bag in there. It's got a little loop. You run it through, and yeah. So I missed the ATD1, right? I never reviewed it, so I was super curious about this bag, right? So I was like, they brought the size down from the ATD1. This is more of a EDC friendly kind of bag. So I was like, yo, Urban Cred, hook me up. And they did, and I really do appreciate it. But yeah, man, kind of some problems with it a little bit. I do like the fact that I think ATD2 Supply does kind of cater to the cyclist. So they put these little lashing points here if you want to put like a bike light or a U-lock or something down there at the bottom. Like I said, I don't ride bicycles, so I wouldn't be using that. But I might put a carabiner down there for sure. I think I went over everything on this bag. It's a complex bag, but it's a really simple bag at the same time, right? You can definitely load it up from the top and really take a full advantage of all of this volume and capacity if you're like traveling or whatever, right? So this could be your EDC bag, and then it could be your travel bag, right? I just strictly used it during my experience for everyday carry, in and out of the city. And for me, I was like, yo, there's a couple things that maybe it just doesn't line up with my liking, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna say that the definitive, this bag is not that great, but just for me, this bag wasn't that great. So that's kind of where I am. And then we gotta talk about the price, man. So ATD1, ATD2 Supply bag, I already knew, going in, this expensive bag. Shout out to Urban Cred again for sending this bag out to me, because it's an expensive bag. And I think that's kind of why I was like, pulling the trigger with my own dollars on the bag for a while. I was like, I don't know about that bag. I just kind of have been settled on it. And so when the opportunity that I saw Urban Cred had the bag and they were willing to send one out to me for me to check out, I was like super appreciative, because it's a bag that I wanted to check out for a while. And yeah, man, it wasn't that great. Just to be totally honest, it wasn't that great. This bag is cool. Is it worth $438? I don't know, bro. You gotta make that call yourself. For me, I'ma say no. And I haven't come on and had a negative review on a bag in a while. I was fully anticipating this bag to be awesome and work for my system, but it really hasn't worked out, unfortunately, man. But Attitude Supply, you know, I think they're on the right path of creating a bag. There's some things I just would change about it. You know what I mean? There's just some things that I would change about it. But guys, thanks for watching. Definitely, you know, thanks for coming and checking the video out. You know, if you got questions about this bag or any other everyday carry bags, leave them down there in the comments. If you love the video, subscribe, because we got more bags coming. Faux show. And subscribe to the channel, man. Again, I want to thank you, Urban Cred. Check their website out. Got a good selection of cool bags on there. You know, like the everyday carry bag nerd stuff. You know, go check them out online, because they have more than just Attitude Supply. They got a nice curated website of backpacks. So yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.